Hi, this is Matt Saternus for Plugged In Golf, and in this video I'm going to review the Wilson Staff FG Tour V4 iron. Let's get plugged in. Now, the FG Tour M3 iron that was released last year was a very fine iron, but not really a true replacement for the kind of cult classic FG Tour V2. The V4 is finally the replacement that the V2 deserves. In terms of looks, this is a classic looking iron. Looks very similar to the V2, but with a little more refinement to it. If you look starting in the soles are a little bit thinner, a little more rounded, all the edges are a little more rounded. The top line similarly is about the same size as the V2, very much a player's iron, but looks a little smaller because it is a little more rounded. It's shaped a little bit more nicely. Similarly, the overall size of the blade at address is almost identical if you were to measure them, but it looks a hair smaller again because of the shaping. I think in terms of the cavity, Wilson did a great job of just putting a little bit of color in it, just that little stripe of gold, so it doesn't look like every other black and silver player's iron on the market, but it also does not look too garish. It's not going to turn away those players who want a traditional look. In terms of feel, this delivers exactly what you would want from a forged player's iron. It's extremely soft, it's a really good feeling club with really nice feedback. And part of that feedback, part of the reason the feel is so good on this club is the shaft. This is the True Temper DG Pro, which is a shaft I've really come to like over having tested it in various clubs. I think it just is a very crisp feel, and it really enhances the way this club feels. Now, the one big performance upgrade that the V4 got over the V2 is this tungsten weight in the sole of the 4, 5, 6, and 7 irons. Basically, the long irons have this tungsten plug in the sole to make them a little bit higher launching, a little bit easier to get airborne compared to the V2 or other traditional player's irons. This is, in all respects, still exactly what you'd want from a forged player's iron. It's a lot of ball control, good feel, good feedback. You get exactly what you deserve in terms of the ball flight with maybe just a little bit of forgiveness. But if you hit this well, the ball goes on a strong trajectory, gets really nice distance. But you will lose a little distance on mishits. That's what you should expect from a player's iron. I did find that this tungsten weight did have a little bit of an impact. I still have my V2 irons, which I love. I played them for a long time. And I found this launched, the V4s launched a degree or two higher on average, and particularly when you missed it a little thin, they're a little more forgiving. They just get that ball another 1 or 2 degrees up in the air, which for those of you who know what a thin shot with a long iron looks like, another degree or two can make a big difference in terms of how far the ball gets down range. So overall, I think this is a great iron. I think for the better players who want just that little bit of forgiveness, particularly in the long irons, but don't want to give up anything in terms of feel and looks, this is a club that's got to be checked out. If you have any questions about the Wilson FG Tour V4 irons, please post them down below and I'll be happy to answer them. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also follow Plugged In Golf on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and check out pluggedingolf.com for more great golf content. This has been Matt Saternus. Thanks for watching.